Subscriber asked me a question. Why don't I make more videos about selling on eBay? And besides, it's one of the first topics I started to talk about on this channel. Welcome everybody who's watching this video, whether you're a subscriber or you just stumbled upon my page by accident. Feel free to subscribe if you like what I'm talking about here in this video. Also, there's going to be a link below for you to follow me on Twitter. And if you really do love this video and you think that it's going to help you out to get some more information, I do have an ebook called the eBay Bully. It's going to give you some training on how to become a top-rated seller if possible. I give you some parts of my life story inside the book and what motivated me to start selling on eBay. So if you want to check that out, it's only 99 cents. You could purchase it on Amazon. I'm pretty sure that even if you didn't do eBay or sell on eBay, the book is a great read because it talks kind of about a success story all within itself. Someone who turned the hustle button on when it was off for a while and got back to the roots of what they really do here in this universe. Now, I want to talk about how you can really maximize your sales on eBay, how to really make those sales skills a little bit better, to tighten up your approach and make it work better for you. Now, there are two different types of sellers on eBay, basically. There are opportunists, aka divergents, and then there's brand specialists, aka niche hustlers. Basically people who sell in a niche category. Now, the best one between the both of these are the niche seller. And the reason why is because I'll give you an example now. Suppose all you sold on eBay was women's jeans. What having a niche will do for you is you'd be able to take a look at these jeans after having a lot of experience in selling. You'll be able to tell that they were flare bottom, right? And because all they have to do is be 1.5 inches thicker at the bottom than at the knee fold, about 1 inch or 2 inches, then you're talking about a flare, which is basically a boot cut for most part. You'll be able to tell that this was a low rise, and you'll be able to measure it with your eyes, and you can tell just by the pants what it'll go for online. This is a pre-owned pair, and just like I said in some previous videos, pre-owned jeans can sometimes sell for more than new jeans. And the reason why is because if this is a brand that's hard for people to get their hands on, or a model, or a style number, like for example, this is Express Re-Rock. So you're talking about a pair of jeans that's basically a throwback. This is a 15-year-old pair of pants. This is kind of almost like a vintage fashion style. So something like this, if I were to hold on to these pants for about another 5 to 10 years, they would actually be vintage. And they'd probably be worth more money. I could change the price to about $55 to $100 because chances are a lot of people won't have them. So the thing with a niche is that you'll be able to take a look at an item and you could tell what it will sell for, right? And not only that, but if you're really good and specific in one category, you can easily identify with what you can list this item as, how you can list it, and what kind of profits you're looking at. So you'll be able to differentiate whether it was room for profit, RFP, room for profit, or not, right? If you were buying these jeans from a secondhand store and somebody was saying, oh, they're selling this for about $15, $16 from a secondhand store, this would be a no-go. But if a secondhand store was selling these for about $7 or less, these would be a full go, because you can probably sell this pair of pants right here in its good condition Nothing wrong with it. No broken zippers. No nothing. This is a size 6 low rise boot cut flare pair of blue jeans with a light wash and distorted fashion, which holds rips or something like that. Excuse me, guys. So it distorts rips and everything like that. So you'd be able to get this for, you could sell this for at least $29.99. So anything $15 or more is a no-go. Anything underneath $15 will get you at least a really good profit, some room for profit, enough to make enough profit so that it's worth the sale, right? If you're gonna offer free shipping, then you need to make sure that you get it for around about $7, $8. Anything lower than $8 is a steal. That means you got such a great deal that it's gonna be amazing. Now here's where being a niche seller is gonna help you a lot, okay? If someone comes to your store and they want more than one item, right? You got a pair of jeans, but what if they wanted 3 or 4 pair? They can buy 3 or 4 pair of jeans from you, and you can up the ante on the sales. You can sell bulk instead of just selling one item because you're an opportune seller, right? There are so many different ways to sell on eBay. If you're an opportunist seller or opportunist hustler, you might be able to get just as many sales as someone who sells in a niche category. The only difference is you would have to have much more consistency than that person who is in a niche. But if that person who does it in a niche fashion has a lot more consistency, then there's no way you're topping them, right? For example, someone who would sell various items like this would probably have to have about 400 to 500 items up at all time to be able to make a living off of this full time. And I'm talking about making anywhere between $30,000 to $40,000 a year in profit, so that you can feed your family, and or depending on what your goals are. If you want to make anything more than that, you're gonna have to have about 2,000 to 3,000 listings up at all times. Okay, so 2,000 to 3,000 listings up at all times. That's gonna put you closer to the 6-figure category. Not so much. I'm thinking maybe you're looking at least making $60,000 a year on a consistent basis. 5,000 items or more, you're looking at 6 figures. So that's kind of like what I think about as far as niche. Now, being an opportune hustler, most people who are opportunity driven by selling on eBay, you're probably doing it part-time as a side business while you're working your full-time job. I'm one of the people guilty of this, so I kind of sell in an opportunity kind of thing. So if I have, for example, a pair of women's jeans, these things are going to sell on their own. The person's looking for this, they found it, I had it, I sold it, they're satisfied. They're probably not going to follow me. They're probably not going to come back to my store again. It was just a it's like a one-night stand, right? Oh, you have something I need, I have something you want, we make an exchange, and then we move on and we never see each other again. So that's what an opportunity hustler does. They basically find a one-night stand or a client or someone who's basically going to buy from their store maybe once, maybe twice, I don't know. It all depends on what kind of items you have in your store, right? So if you have various women's products, you might be able to sell a pair of jeans and a bag. But making your items per purchase higher is going to help when you're selling in a niche. So the very next thing that's going to help you with becoming a better seller and selling on eBay is either identifying with or creating value, right? This is where being a niche seller is really going to really unlock doors that are shoved in your face and locked. And what I mean by that is, if you have enough practice at this, you can walk inside a store. You don't have to do the research. You don't have to pull out your phone, scan tags like everybody else does, You don't have to do a whole song and dance researching the brand. You just know what it goes for, right? You see a pair of women's Guess jeans, you know what you'll get them for. You don't have to go through a song and dance. You just already know. Why? Because you've been doing it for a while, right? This is all you do. You sell women's jeans, right? Or if you sold only men's socks, you can say, oh, look, men's Nautica socks. I know that this will go for about $13.99 free shipping. What do I have to pay for it? You know, so you already automatically understand what it will go for. You get an idea. You know what it'll do. You know exactly what to do. So you'll be able to pick up a ton of these items. Some of them you'll be able to get for free. You'll go to family members, friends. Hey, if you're going to be, you know, throwing away pants or anything like that, let me know. I can grab those. I can use them, and you can give them to me. So you'll have that opportunity as a niche hustler to do. And you can get used items. You can get brand new stuff, items on sale. You can go to a store that's closing, look at their sales, 50 to 60% off. You buy the entire clearance rack. That's usually what I used to do back when I was doing retail arbitrage. When I did retail arbitrage, I used to walk inside of a store where the rack said 60, 70% off. And I didn't even think about it. I would get a salesperson and I'd say, excuse me, I need everything on this rack. Sometimes I walk out of there spending about $1,000, $2,000, who knows. I would walk in and I would buy the whole clearance rack, okay, and I'd leave. I've done that many of times. I've actually done that at a couple of stores. I purchased their entire clearance rack and I just walked out of there, right? Put the money on my card, cha-ching, started posting stuff. Sometimes it'll take me 2 weeks to get everything up because I turn around and I notice that I got about 500-600 items, right? So I'd be listing all these items. I buy the entire clearance rack. So I know what to do. I don't have to look at item for item. I already get it. If I'm in the men's items category or the men's clothing, men's sports wear or something like that, I already know what those things will sell for, right? I know that I'm not worried about the niche hustler that gets one sale on a men's Under Armour shirt and that's it, because I'm not intimidated by that. I know that that's a fly-by-night seller. I have all these other brands that the person might be interested in. I got this shirt, that shirt, exercise shirts, casual shirts, all that other stuff. So I know how to sell the item and get that person to buy more than one item from me. I don't have to worry about my competition. In fact, I was probably one of the only eBay sellers that didn't focus on my competition. I could care less. I could see my competition selling the item for $20 less than me and I would still get my sale. I don't care about what they're selling it for. It's not going to change my opinion. I'm just going to post that item. I know the value. I know what it'll sell for. I know what I can get that item for. And if the person wants it bad enough, they'll buy it from me. And I'll ship it out in a very fast manner. So, the next step in selling better on eBay is consistency. Don't stop. You got 200 items posted for sale. You haven't sold anything in a couple of days. That doesn't mean you don't need to go out there and get more stuff. I know you think it's crazy. Well, I got 200 items. Why do I need more stuff? I have 200 items. Because if you walk into a retail store, not every item is going to sell every day. Some items are going to sell. A majority of items are not going to sell. So don't expect your online store to be any different. There's going to be times where you only sell a couple of items per week. You might sell 100 items per week. You might sell 20 items per week. You might sell 30. You might sell 1,000 items per week. But that really all depends on what you're selling, why you're selling it, how you're selling it, how you present the item, images, photos, pictures. And yes, people, if you're selling on eBay, please make sure you're taking as many pictures as you can. This is going to help you. This was a training video, people. I'm finished. If you have any questions, Go below, ask the questions, all right? I love the comments. The comments are great. I'm going to respond. Thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel. But if you need to know anything, if you have any questions, let me know. Get a copy of my ebook. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to the channel. Comment below. Share. Press the like button. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy. And don't forget, niche selling is going to get you a lot more activity than opportunity selling. But if you're more consistent with the opportunity selling, you can actually be the niche seller. So depending on your style and how it varies, it really all depends on you. Have a good one.